Hello, welcome to Gondering Designs. My name is Anya and I will be your host. We are going to be using Adobe Express's wonderful webpage option today. We are going to be making a webpage to invite our family to Thanksgiving. I felt like this was a great way of using this tool and showing y'all how to use it. It is a fantastic generator that Adobe has tons of different options available to us with lots of pre-made templates, but I'm actually going to create my own. So I'm just going to hit this button here, and now we have a blank canvas to work with. So first thing I need to do is add title, and well, it's Thanksgiving, so we are going to celebrate Thanksgiving. So maybe we'll put at mom here. Nah, I don't like how that looks. So I'm going to erase this and actually just put in 2024. That way we can see that what year it is clearly to the family member in case they think we're inviting them for next year. And it's at mom's, because where else would Thanksgiving be? And now we're going to go to this edit tool, and this lets us pick our style, our font choices. There's a bunch of pre-made ones. We could create our own, but I'm just going to use this Trek one because I like the handwriting look of it, and it will give us like a nice... I wrote this without putting in tons of work because Adobe has really nice built-in templates. Now we can do an overview picture, which was that entire screen, but I like this cropped version a little bit better because I don't want people to come to a website and not know there's more content. So now we're going to add a picture. Okay, I misclicked. Sorry about that. It happens. Okay, now we're going to add a picture. And we're just going to click on that photo button. And what's great about Adobe Express is it actually lets us use all of Adobe stock in Adobe Express, so we don't have to pay anything extra than what we were already paying for Adobe. So I'm just going to search in here and see what we can come up with for a great background for this header. So fall background. Wood. All right, let's see what that generates. All right, I like pumpkins, so this is a really great background, and I like the contrast with the Thanksgiving and 24 and at mom's, so anyone who might be a little low vision will be able to see that white font. Adobe has built in here, which you rarely see in a no-code editor, the ability to easily add alt text, which if you have a family member that might use screen readers, or if you're using this for something other that's going out to larger audiences, you want to be able to incorporate in an alt tag. That way, if someone is using a screen reader, they'll also know what the content is. So, and an alt tag is really just a little description about the image. It doesn't have to be overly detailed. The screen reader will be able to read Thanksgiving 24 at mom's. It's just a description of what the image is, because the Thanksgiving 2024 is a separate element from the image behind. So you don't have to describe. It says Thanksgiving 2024. They got that. They just need to know what the image is. Now, this gives us a bunch of different tools in here. I want to do a photo grid here just so people are enticed to show up to mom's for Thanksgiving, because you might want to go to your friends instead. But what is mom really offering? So let's pull up some Thanksgiving food. So here's a Thanksgiving turkey, and then we gotta have our cranberry relish, right? So let's look up cranberries. I struggle spelling. There's some fresh cranberries, and we should probably add now green bean casserole. It's not really my favorite thing, but I know some people like it. So let's pull up some images. That's a nice spread. I might use that later. It's now automatically designing this photo grid, so I don't have to do any editing here, which is really handy. Now, I'm not that big of a fan of green bean casserole. I don't need 3 different versions of it, so I'm going to delete one of these. And now I have 4. I could leave this as like a nice banner, but I gotta have myself some pumpkin pie in here and stuffing. I can't believe I left off the stuffing because that's like the best part. You put the turkey on top with the gravy and get like a nice stuffing thing going. And last, pumpkin pie, because I really do like pumpkin pie. That's like the best part. So this is the photo grid that we are going to be able to add to our website. Once again, we can add alt tags in here, and also put a caption at the bottom. So all of these images should have some description telling someone who is using a screen reader what exactly they are looking at. That way, so we're just going to quickly add some alt tags in here. That way, when our family member who's blind is just encountering this website, they can know what they would be looking at. So cranberries in a bowl. And again, it's just this fast process of adding a little extra content in here for someone to know. Since this is Thanksgiving, I'm reinforcing that it's a Thanksgiving stuffing. I'm not really sure if this is a pumpkin pie, but I'm going to say it's a pumpkin pie because that was what was in my search. It's a weird looking pumpkin pie to me. Might be some other kind of pie, but you never know. And this is my least favorite item, the green bean casserole. I don't like the crunchy. I'm more of a cheese person. That's not cheese, it's onions. That's just a disappointment. And lastly, the Thanksgiving spread. So, when this is the most important part, that's why we're there. Now, this is incredibly easy. If you've ever coded, it is not even that. It's not that easy to go into your straight HTML and add your alt tags. So I really like that feature. So we can upload our own photo. So if you have a picture of your family that you would want to add to this, you certainly can. I'm just going to use some stock photos. I'm going to see if I can find a great photo to embrace this family. I'm not really feeling this. Feels a little too Christmassy. Let's see if I can find something else. Okay, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Let me see if there's something else more like a mixed family. So let's see if I can find another image that really speaks to me for what I am looking for. Okay, there it is. That is the one I was looking. That was the one I was looked at before, and I really like this photo. It's got mom there. It's got the grandkid there. It's got like a whole nice family there. And now we are going to add a menu to hopefully entice the family, because I want to know what I'm going to get when I go to mom's for Thanksgiving. I don't want to be surprised. I don't want to know if she puts like oysters suddenly. For some reason, my mom would throw oysters in her stuffing out of nowhere, which we've never done. We're a Midwest family. We're very meat and potatoes kind of people. So this way we can know what we're going to get. So this year we're going to serve some stuffed mushrooms. Now, I want to put this in a bullet so that so I'm going to do this bullet tag thing here. That way all of the food items I am going to add in are going to just sit in these bullets. I have a list of Thanksgiving menu items off to the side. I felt like no one really wants to watch me try to figure out how to spell all these dishes, so I'm just copying and pasting from another document. And now I'm just going to add the main course. Now this is going to be a really fancy meal, because not only are we going to have turkey, we're also going to have ham, because there's nothing like having two meats on the same plate. And I'm just adding some bullets here, which is really easy. It automatically customizes the style so that I have this menu set up. And next we're going to do our sides, which is really why we're always coming to Thanksgiving, isn't it? So I'm going to go back in and change that to an H2 so that I keep the same font format. but I'm going to come here and add salad dressing. Now, once I've added the first item, I have to change it to a bullet so that I can automatically add the next ingredients, next item. But this is all the wonderful dishes we're going to have at Thanksgiving, and all these mighty sides that the family will come and enjoy. And this way there'll be no surprises. It's really nice to... Adobe Express has some really nice features built in that make it really easy to, as a no-code editor. I used to build portfolios using Adobe Portfolio, and this has a lot of the same features, and I've used a lot of no-code editors, and this one has a lot of... It's very easy and intuitive to use. It feels like I can just pick up this product and just start building a website, which is really pretty cool. And it's all built in. I don't pay extra for any of this. And when we're done, I'll show you the best part. You can automatically upload it to the web, and there's a link that someone can go to. I don't pay for a website. Obviously, it's not going to be a custom domain. I certainly could add one. And then down here, gotta have my wine. So I'm just going to put wine there, H2 tag. Not even going to list it. If you really want to know, it's going to be what's ever laying around the house. Now I'm going to add another split here. And I'm going to put in an image. And, the RSVP really should be call your mom and let her know you're coming. So I'm just going to look up call your mom and see what comes up. So I like this chalkboard. It feels very much like might be in the kitchen. Now we're going to do when? November 21st, 2024. And at noon, and our times are going to be again, I'm just adding the H2, and then I can add some extra text down here. So the user should just call mom, let her know that you're going to be, call your mother, let her know that you will be coming. That way there's no surprises, and she can tell you what wine bottle to bring, or what side dish you should bring, or what kind of cheese. You can also add a button in here if this is a Facebook event, for instance, and you could cross-link this, like they get the invitation, has all the details, but then you can also send it to Facebook to RSVP and more coordination, maybe a family Pinterest, all sorts of things. Again, if there's a GIF you want to add, you can add a GIF. You can also add a video. Perhaps you want to show highlights of last year's Thanksgiving, whatever was on YouTube. That's another option. So there's lots of choices that you can do to make this a little more dynamic for your friends and family without feeling like you're spending a lot of effort to make this really innovative and interesting. I feel like this is just such a handy tool to have when I want to be able to put an event together quickly, or really anytime I want to just build out a website fast. So now I feel like we should add a little note from mom. Something, I'm not going to add a footer for this site, but I am going to add a little note right here. Something that just says, hope to see you soon. Just reinforcing like, hey, you better come to Thanksgiving, kid. I'm going to bold that just to add a little font difference. And I changed it to the H1 again. Now we have two options. We can do a play option. My monitor is massive, so I don't like how that looks. So we're going to do this preview, the eyeglass, which fits in the size of the Adobe Express. And we can see how everything is looking. I'm not crazy about this white space. I'm wondering what's going on here, but I'm curious what happens when I hit the share button. So let's see if we can actually, let's see how it looks when it's live. Because sometimes when you code, things look really cool on it'll look horrible when you run them local, but when you push them live, for some reason, the universe comes together and everything works. So let's see what happens if we make a link. Now I'm going to copy this. Now I'm going to use a browser and I'm going to show you how this looks. So I'm just going to copy and paste this over into my browser and drag it into view. I'm dragging. All right. Now I'm testing to see how this looks as if it's going to be on a cell phone, because most people use cell phones. They don't use desktops. So I know it looks cool on a desktop, but let me see the responsiveness. So when I get smaller, the family image is on top and not to the side. That's a breakpoint. Now this call your mom, that looks very odd for mobile. I don't want that chopped off. So that's why we test. That's why we change things. So I'm gonna, since that's not looking good on smaller screens, I'm gonna need to edit that. So I'm gonna come back over to Adobe Express and come in here, and I'm gonna change out the call your mom. So let's click on replace, and let's see what choices we got. So eaten pie. That's the best answer. Is at the end of Thanksgiving, what do you got? You got pies eaten. So I'm gonna find a pie that looks like it's been that the family has indulged on or something. So let's see what choices we have. There's so many different pictures, and sometimes it's hard to find what you want. But that pie looks like someone's taking a good piece out of it. It's not pumpkin, but I'll take what I can get. And now I'm going to share, and it's telling me that I can just push this update. So if this is something that you have that you're sending to your family, you can just change it out. So if you want to do like people sign up for different food items they're bringing, you can just say taken, or cross off those items, and the site will automatically update. So it's really dynamic. It's a real site. You can go there and look at it and see, oh yeah, cool. Now this is that little Thanksgiving invitation thing that we've been working on. Is looking a lot better on mobile. It looks pretty, and this is a link we could drop in. We could just send out to the family. It even lets us link with our emails, or you can embed that on a website. So if you have a website that you manage, you can just throw this link in, and people can go to this project and look at it. So hi, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I have a lot of great content that I will be uploading to this site. I really hope you enjoy it. And please come back. It was great having you here. And let me know what your favorite dish for Thanksgiving is, or do you use Adobe Express, or anything and everything. Thanks. Bye.